Good morning, everyone, or afternoon or evening, doesn't matter. What matters is that, yes, today we will show you the alignment changes settings that we've done to our Supra, but more importantly, the reason why I'm shooting this fragment right now is after we've done the changes, and I posted our findings in the WhatsApp owners group and also Facebook groups of the Supra. People said like, oh my god, so I'm not the only one who found the settings to be twitchy. And people went and changed the alignment on their cars, and it was a lot better. But more importantly, everyone had the same weird the back right wheel was completely off in comparison to the other wheels. So if you have a Toyota Supra and you find it's sketchy, make sure to change your alignment for your sake of your own safety, and check out if your back right wheel is also has a completely off set. I don't know if it has to do with the transportation or fabrication issues, but if more people, and already right now like 5 people from 3 different countries have the same issue, maybe it's something that Toyota need to take into consideration. So if you're a Supra owner, let us know in the comments below or share it with people that you know that own a Supra. Enjoy the video. See you. Bye. Good morning, comrades. Yeah. It's a very cold morning, and as a proof, it's the first time of the year, I believe, if you don't count the beginning of the year, that our cars are frozen. And should we make a bad joke? Well, this is a BMW, so this must be frozen gray, right? Yeah. Well, today on the schedule, we're bringing the Supra to Manthey-Racing, no, to Raeder Motorsport. I'll explain it to you in a bit later on, to get it some alignment, because yeah, we have this car in the rental fleet, but we've been very reluctant with renting it out because it's actually on a stock alignment setting. It's very twitchy, very nervous, very sketchy to drive. So that's why we're bringing it to Raeder Motorsport to get it some tweaks on the alignment setting and thereby make the car safer, better, stable, faster, and just better in general. Yes. Well, let's hop in. Yep, the door is at least going open. Well, the heads-up display is at least working. That's a good news. Temperature 0. And it's good that it still has the stock seats with seat heating. I don't know. Maybe Tom is gonna come along. Okay, that's it. That's the shot of Tom's stamp. I'm gonna close the door because it's too cold outside. Well, I guess let's put the lap ticket to a good use. Oh, you're here.
Guten Morgen, Misha.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Frozen Morgan, you mean?
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
The winter's here.
It is.
White hell.
I tried to refrain from making that joke, but
Well, I'll do it for you. How about that?
Yeah.
What are we doing today? You already explained.
I already did.
Already explained.
Yeah.
Yes, cheers for that. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, well, you appreciate it. That's good.
We did.
Good.
What about that film last night, though?
Oh yeah, Joker was good.
It's good.
I think Joker's playing with the weather too.
Yeah. The only joke today is the weather.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, it's very cold today, but hopefully we can warm up this car with some fancy upgrades. Very bad joke, but very good upgrades. Let's go.
You can't tune a car,
But
you can tune a fish.
yeah, and tuna fish is frozen.
Insert canned laughter. There's one for you.
While we wait to be received,
It's considerably bigger, isn't it?
it is a massive, big end plate.
And for reference.
Yeah, we'll need to do a hand for reference on our car later.
Yeah, okay. It's the bottom to the top.
Yep,
Got it?
yep.
Everyone keeps asking me, when will the car get its stickers?
Oh,
But when they give us the stickers,
when we have the aero package.
that's when the car will get the stickers.
That's like next level professional. Yeah, there are some activities happening inside this building.
Ones that we can't say.
Yeah, we cannot say what. And the fast forward, and we are joined by the man with the most awesome beard of all of Nürburgring and the jacket of Manthey-Racing that you know that we did videos together with explaining the Cayman, GT4 Club Sport, the GT2 RS and lots of other Porsches. And now we're here with the Supra. And many people have questioned by now probably, wait, does Manthey-Racing not only do Porsches and very fast Porsches?
Yes, Manthey does, but at the same time there is a second brand which is in the history of the company, which is called Raeder Motorsport. Like probably some of the guys know that the two brothers Nicky and Martin Raeder are now managing directors of Manthey, but we're still keeping the brand in order to work on cars which are non-Porsche, and this would be Raeder Motorsport.
Yeah, exactly. You can also actually see on the parking lot lots of BMWs and lots of other cars of other brands. So people can come here with their non-Porsche and have things such as alignment done, or even like an oil filter change and basic maintenance, right?
Yeah, of course. From the history, I know Raeder Motorsport was one of the big players here, or still is, in terms of tourist rides and track day cars conversions. So let's say for BMWs, Renaults, whatever. And so we still do. It calmed down a little bit because people are not aware that we are still doing that. But we still have lots of cars which are non-Porsche, and of course we take care about them as well as for the Porsche cars.
Mm-hmm. You're also one of the few people here who offer emergency service on Sunday, right?
Yeah, this was, it started quite some years ago where we just wanted to offer the service for our customers when they're here for the weekend, and they're like, I need tires, I need brakes, I have a small issue on the car, whatever. And we opened, so they were easy to come here and get some service. But as it is at the parking lot, if somebody else has a problem, our customers told them for sure, Raeder Motorsport or now Manthey is open, so just go there. And during summertime, when there is a long weekend, we have as much traffic in the workshop as during the week.
Yeah. Okay, but now let's talk about our patient of today, the Supra. For us, it was a bit too twitchy, too sporty, maybe artificially sporty, I would say. So what were your first impressions of the car, what you could see, and what caused that twitchiness, and what have you done?
Well, the thing is, we do quite a lot of alignments because that driving kinematics and setup is always, or was always, the big thing at Raeder Motorsport. We're not so much into increasing power and stuff like that, but it's the setup. And so what we did is we took the current status of the suspension, so we put a setup on and checked the camber, the ride heights, the toe, and the corner weights. On this car there was not so much to check because it's the original suspension, so we're limited in corner balance and stuff like that, or shock alignments. But the two main things, like the camber and the toe, we wanted to take a look at, because this gives us a first impression of how the car handles and what may cause the handling of the current car.
Mm-hmm. And what were the findings?
Well, what we figured out, we can see here in the setup sheet. So we are in toe, 1 millimeter toe in the front, in total, and 0 toe on the rear. Next to it, it's the camber. We have 1.6 on the front, left and right, and we have 1.7 and 2.1 in the rear.
Okay, so that's basically what generated the twitchiness on the back.
Yeah, in general, the toe gives you a more stable axle, more or less. And as we're running 0 toe in the rear, this caused a quite lively rear, which you already mentioned. So what we tried to do is to fix the lively rear, and also to adapt the two sides of the rear camber in order to make it equal.
Mm-hmm. So this is the change factor. So you put 1.5 in the back.
Yeah, exactly. We used 1.5 per side in the back in order to make the back end more stable. We increased the camber in the rear a little bit and equaled it both left and right, and we left the camber on the front.
Yeah, I think that should be sufficient. And also interesting to see that Toyota did, or should we say BMW, did a pretty good job on the weight distribution. It's almost 50-50, front and back.
Yeah, you can see from the values here that the car is quite balanced or good balance from stock. So you have the corner weights here, then you have the front axle weight here, which results in 51% weight on the front. And here we are calculating the weight of one side, in this case on the left side. And this means you are 50% left and right, which is also quite okay. And the total weight is 1,531.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good, pretty good. Well, thank you very much. I'm very much excited to try it out on the track, and we will have a very good opportunity tomorrow and this weekend at the Green Hill driving days. For people who want to also do alignment to their car, how can they approach and what's the cost?
Well, in general, they just call us, yeah, and we do an appointment. In summertime, we have quite a lot of cars here, so let's say maybe like 1, 2, 3 weeks in advance. But now it's getting better. So no matter whether it's a Porsche car or it's a non-Porsche car, we do the alignments here. It's always depending on what you have. In general, the non-Porsche cars, we are doing a string alignment, where with the Porsche cars, we do the alignment with our measurement tool alignment. For the Porsches, it would be $599 plus the VAT, especially as we have quite a lot of foreign customers, and they can calculate with their VAT. And on those cars, including the VAT, we are running, we calculating 350 if it's a complete setup with corner weights and shock adjustments. And if it's something like this, it's always depending on how much time it takes. So we're talking between, let's say, 150 and 200 roughly.
Yeah, yeah. So it's actually, I must say, very little money for a lot of safety, drivability, handling, and we've done it to other cars before. It changes your car completely, and the next step would be a complete different suspension, but that's something we will talk about probably in a few weeks or months.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Again, thank you very much, and see you next time. Probably we should talk about the GT2 RS MR for our taxi kit.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
Definitely, soon enough, soon enough. Oh, I know that car. And any good?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, after driving it for 1 whole kilometer or even less, I can tell that you can definitely notice the difference. Well, I'll tell you a bit more, but first let's get some breakfast at ED, because it's almost the end of today's video and we need to have a food shot. And actually, did you know that at ED you can have baked eggs? Yeah. Oh, hello again. I wonder what's inside. Maybe GT2 RS Club Sport? And that's it. We are back at Apex again after having amazing pair of eggs at ED gas station. The cars are defrosted. Brought a sandwich for Tom Stamp as well. But going back to the car after the food, I can't really notice the difference, because previously it was just like very, very bad. And now it's very, very good. You can notice that the car is neutral. It does not like want to oversteer and drift instantly to make you like think that it's very, very sporty, but it's actually a bit dangerous on high speeds. For example, when we broken in the engine and I drove the car on Autobahn again after we broken in the engine, I was like, oh, let's do a high speed test run. And I was doing 200 to 10 to 20, like, nah, that's too scary. It was just like very, very bad. And now it feels good, and I'm very excited to take it out on the track, and I hope you guys as well. So stop by. I think the track is open this year till 15th of December. So stop by to witness Raeder Motorsport magic. And if you want to witness Manthey-Racing magic, you can also take a ride in the GT2 RS. Or of course do alignment to your own car. I think for that money is just like a no-brainer, because it transforms the car completely. It makes it safe, and by making it safe, it makes it also go faster, because you can do high-speed things safe, if you know what I mean. Anyhow, enough talking. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and today's updates, and see you at the Nürburgring, at Apex, at maybe at the castle, some point. I don't know, but who am I fooling? Bye!